Hi there, how are you all? Hope you all are doing well. Today in this video I am going to install position pods in my Toyota Corolla LE. So I am planning to install these lamps, one over here, one just below the logo, and one here on the right side. So these pod lamps, position pod lamps, these are from Alpina company. So the installation guideline videos can be found on the YouTube on different vehicles. So I bought this kit from Walmart for $25. It includes 3 lamps. Let's jump into the unboxing of this kit, and we will come back to the installation it into my car. So friends, this is the position pods which I bought from Walmart for $25 Canadian. So it includes 3 lamps. As you can see, it shows the picture with the lamps mounted on the grill. So this is a push button to check the lamps. The intensity is quite high. So let's do the unboxing. First of all, check the rating. This is 12 volt, and the total average current demand by one lamp is 0.15 ampere. Total power all these lamps take is 1.8 watts. So if you are worried about temperature conditions, they work from 40 degrees Celsius to 250 degrees Celsius. So these have 6 powerful energy efficient LEDs. One light is having 2 LEDs, so 3 lamps, 6 LEDs. No drill bracket, high quality 3M adhesive included. So flush or bracket mount, so both things are available inside. Easy to wire install. So let's begin with the unboxing of these lamps. So make sure to charge it properly. If you have kids at home, make sure these are not going to the hands. So it can alert. This is the instruction manual. So we got 3 pot lamps, 3 brackets, 3 nut, 3 washers, 3 screws, and 3 double tape by 3. So this is the installation instructions. Three brackets. This is a battery which comes with the kit, so I'm not going to use this battery. I will simply cut these wires and make the connections. So let's start with the installation it into my Toyota Corolla LE. So first of all friends, unlock this all these locks 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 to take out this panel so that I can easily tighten my lamps from the back side. So how to take out these locks? Push them all in. So it will simply come out. Make sure to secure all these locks on a safe place. So this panel will be out. I can easily access the grill. I will keep this grill inside. As you can see friends, the panel is out. I can easily see my hands from here. As you can see the fingers, so it's easy to tighten the bolts of the lights. So let's install the lights first, then we will head towards wiring works. So I will install the first lamp. One nut, one washer. So the lamp 1 is installed here. As you can see, nut and washer is not tight right now. I will tighten it later on. It's very difficult to tighten it here. I will use some screwdriver or some other device because I'm not able to put any socket or anything behind this grill. Let's see. But even though if I will not tighten this nut behind the light, this is completely held over the place because I pushed it very hardly and it's not going to go anywhere. I think it's very tight and will not go anywhere. I'm pulling it out but it's not coming because the threads are locked with this wall of grill. So as of now, two lights are installed. One is on the left side, one is on the right side. So when you will install these lights, I messed up with this duct for 15 to 20 minutes. No need to mess up with this duct which is bringing air to the radiator. No need to unlock the duct. Simply you have to fix the light, fish the nut and washer through this wire, and what you have to do, once the nut reaches here, just like overlet or rotate it till it's get to the writing position. Then after that use some tool or this lock remover. I use lock remover to apply force so that nut can be tight. So it's tight now. Both sides are installed. I have to make sure there is a all these lights should be leveled one line. So in this slot I cannot install the radar because there is some body structure of this radar. My car has radar here. So what I will do, I will make a small hole over here just of the size of this thread of the light. So I will, because I checked it from the back side, I'm getting only one honeycomb, that is this one. Above this I cannot install because it's associated with this radar. I don't want to mess up with the radar. I will make a hole here and install the third tie, then I will focus on wiring works. So friends, as of now all the lamps are installed. I am going to fish nut and washer to the last one, which is at the center. So nut is tight. I will show you friends the nut. As you can see, the nut is tight for all three lights. So let's begin with the wiring box. So to friends, to run the wiring, this is the simple path. I'm going to take it to the fuse side, battery side, you can say driver side, because I'm going to tap the wiring on the driver side light. uh, I will not keep these wires, these light wires as it is. I will always put a fire resistant sleeve on that, so that it should always be protected with the sleeve. It should always be protected from the external wear and tear because of vibrations, as it's very near to the engine compartment. So this part is going to face lot of vibrations, so I don't want to damage the outer sleeve of this light wire with the vibrations. So to add up a extra safety, I'm installing this sleeve. I will install it, and I will show you the tapping, where to tap and how to connect these wires. So these two wires are ready. I will put the sleeve on the third one, last one. Just to keep wiring the sleeve, I'm taking it. Make sure the sleeve completely touches the body of lamp. So two wires are coming here, so I will join all these wires here. I'll cut wire here. So now I will join all these wires properly and put a cable tie and further take it to the one position. So it's a time to stabilize the cables first, then I can continue. So now I will join and take it with the one wire. So only thing is left is I have to trace the wire of parking lamps and tap it to the that wire. I will wrap these wires properly with the tape so as to make sure they all are safe and properly insulated. That's it. So now friends, I have to take out this grip. This is a indicator lamp, okay, turn indicator lamp. So it has 3 wires. One is common, that is negative, I don't know the color. One is for the phase of 12 volt for parking lamp. One is 12 volt for turn indicator. As you can see friends, I am opening this lamp. In this lamp I have this terminal and this terminal, like extreme 2 terminals. One is this, one is this, right? So the center one, which is vacant, this is going to the center, so it means purple is for the parking lamp, okay. So but I have to trace negative also, so I will check by when I will turn on the indicator. I will check it to the body, I will check it to the battery positive terminal. Then let's see which one is negative, which one is positive. So make sure while checking this should not touch. This is a little bit exposed out towards the outside, so make sure it's on safe place or stuck with some plastic body. Let me turn on the parking lamp. So car is on now, parking lamps. So assuming this white and black strip wire as a negative and this central pin as a positive, yeah, okay. So this one, sure, white with the black strip is negative, purple is for the parking lamps, blue is for the indicator, turn indicators. So secure it. I will turn off the lamps. So friends, as I told you, negative, parking lamp, turn indicator, right? So how to tap this wire without cutting the original wire, factory installed wire? Lamp is removed. As you can see, lamp was installed like this, right? Press this one, the black assembly will go along with the lamp. Keep it on the safe side. Now what you have to do, you have to remove the thimbles. So there is one notch, just take it out very gently. Don't get it throw on the engine cabin, keep it on safe place, okay. After that I have to remove these 2 wires out, white with a black strip and purple out to tap it and insert the wires from the back side in order to avoid any cut on this wire. So friends, here you will see in the plug, you will see one lock which is holding the thimble. Just lift it up, lift that lock. As you see, the thimble is coming out. Here we go, and I will remove this purple wire. See, 2 wires are out. Now what I will do, I will insert wire from here and tap it here and simply take it out, right? So let's do it. So what I will do, I will try to open this lock to unlock this rubber. As you can see friends, wire is in. Same way I will do it for the positive terminal. See, wire is out. Now I can simply tap this wire like this. Yeah, I will squeeze this rubber and I will adjust it like this with respect to rubber. I will squeeze it. Here we go. So now you can open the strands. And divide it into half like this. And wrap it. So in this way you can do the tapping. So as you can see, the tapping is done. So let's finish up the negative terminal also, negative wire. I pull it little bit, tap it, tight it as much as you can with the nose plier. So whatever is the remaining wire, just wrap it all around the thimble. Here we go. Now the part is have to so remember from where you are taking The purple was in the center. Here we go. I heard the click sound. This time I will click. It's good connection. So indicator lamp is also working. Let's check the working. As you can see friends, all three lamps are working. Now to finish up the work, I will put a cable tie over here so that these wires should be stable. And you see, these wires are waterproof perfectly now. No crack, no cut to the wire, no cut to the rubber. Everything is as per factory fitting. As you can see, I have tapped this wire here with a T, and all wires are perfect. As you can see friends, I have already tightened up the wires, the final wires, with the help of cable ties. The cable is coming from this in such a neat and clean way. There is no hindrance to the other wires. So I have just cleaned this area because I am not going to open it again and again. So better to clean it wherever your hand can reach. Before covering, before packing up all the things, before taking all these tools from here, make sure you are not leaving any part over the engine compartment. If you will leave, it may come into some moving part and it may cause some damage. So make sure anything, just check below also, you are not leaving any tool on the cover, downside cover. So have a very deep look so that you should not leave any tool in the engine compartment. So this was all about how to install pod lamps in Toyota Corolla front grille. Hope this video will help you out in doing the same. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. God much bless all.